Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play DmC Devil May Cry. I'm your host, VGMKoren, and in the last one, we killed Mundus and set humanity free from the demons, which they immediately, Facebooked and Twittered about and said a whole bunch of things like, we're not going to take it up the ass anymore, demons! Or something probably more majestic than the way I said it. But wait, there's more. The game isn't over yet. There's one more mission. Mission 20. The End. Let's go ahead and have a plot twist.
What's happening?
Limbo has collapsed into the real world. What was once hidden is now laid bare for all to see. Revolution is in the air.
I never believed I'd live to see this day.
Just the beginning of the end for the demons. Mankind would be free.
Yes. Free from the demons. The path is clear for us to rule.
What did you just say?
The path is clear for us to rule.
To rule what?
This. Everything.
Virgil.
You mean like Mundus?
No. No. We'll be nothing like Mundus. We'll respect our subjects, not enslave them.
Subjects.
He means you. He means humans.
I thought we were fighting for freedom.
It was his freedom we were fighting for, not yours.
Don't be so simplistic. Humans are frail. They're like children. They need protection. Not just from others, but from themselves. We, you and I, have saved them.
You and I saved them?
Who else?
A human.
Cat was useful, but...
Useful.
Cat saved my life. Cat held out under torture to keep your existence a secret. Cat led us through the tower to Mundus's lair. We would have failed 20 times over if it weren't for her.
Listen. If you can't see the chaos that humans will cause, if you don't want the responsibility of protecting them, then stand aside. I'll rule alone.
I didn't help you destroy Mundus so that you could take his place. I can't let you do this, Virgil.
And I can't let you stop me, brother. Stand aside.
Don't do this.
Virgil, please.
Stay out of this!
Plot twist, Virgil just wanted to rule everyone all along. Never mind, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but yes, the final boss, in all his glory, is Virgil. He decided to get his dick back on, and is now shooting us with space swords. And beating the crap out of us thus far, which seems about right. Dante didn't want to rule, which I don't get it. I certainly would want to rule if I just freed humanity. And they used Twitter to announce how happy they were about their freedom. As you can see, he constantly throws swords at you, and there we go, that's what I wanted to do. Angry face shot. You can hit his swords back at him, and that is, generally speaking, the easiest way to make him vulnerable to taking damage, because otherwise, Virgil only takes damage when you manage to counter his abilities. Or you can be like me and just continue to get hit by everything he does. But at least I can get that one. More epic faces.
Don't be.
Aw yeah, epic face-off showdown. I enjoy this mission because it's definitely a callback to old Devil May Cry games, which were much more about the fight between, well, at least one in particular was much more about the fight between Dante and Virgil. And it's kind of nice to have that throwback, but I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense for him to be the final boss. Still, this is a fun boss fight. As you can see, Virgil requires you to make use of all the dodges that you've learned, and try and get good at countering. Man, I used to have this timing great, and now I'm just getting speared constantly. There it is! Virgil's angry face shows us that we've entered phase 2 of the fight. Lightning is striking around us, the ground has gone white. Actually, I really do like the aesthetic differences of this level, and how the longer this boss fight goes on, and the lower you get Virgil's HP, the more this battlefield will change. And we're not done seeing changes yet. So yes, generally speaking, what you want to do against Virgil is to counter all of his attacks, and preferably to dodge out of the way first with Demon Form, and then counterattack him. But not all of his attacks allow you to go after him. For example, you have to pull him that one in this case.
It's not too late. Yes, it is.
I really wish this boss fight, Virgil, you want to stop standing there? I really wish this boss fight did have quite so many cutscenes inside of it. Yes, in this phase of the fight, Virgil gets a new toy, his slash attack. I couldn't have made that sound any more lame if I tried. But yes, that is every few HP bars you take off of Virgil, he gains a new attack, and that's kind of how this boss fight functions. In fact, let's get to the biggest one. Virgil's final technique is the Devil Trigger. And yeah, Devil Trigger Virgil, which means he regenerates HP slowly, as you can see by his HP bar going up there, which is frustrating, just like you do, and he has a clone that attacks with him, which is unlike anything you can do. So yeah, why does he get all the cool powers? Oh wait, I guess we do have a lot of cool powers. I bought something in case this would happen. HP. I didn't show myself buying it because I didn't want to use it. If you hit his clone, he will give you a bunch of Devil Trigger abilities, and I'm not entirely sure if it reduces Virgil's Devil Trigger, but after a certain amount of damage or time, Virgil will fall out of his Devil Trigger, and you will be able to start beating him down again. Alright, wait. Whenever he does that attack, the best thing to do is really just to allow him to do it. And wait for your opportunity to counter a different attack. Alright, only got a few more HP left on Virgil. So once you take him down this low, every time you try and hit him, the Devil Trigger gets in the way. But we have something to stop that.
Dante, don't kill him. Please. I am begging you. Please stop.
The world is under my protection now.
You've chosen the wrong side. You're not human, Dante. You never will be. I loved you, brother.
I don't know who I am anymore.
I know exactly who you are. You are Dante. Nothing more and nothing less.
And that's the end of the game, as you can see by the credit sequence. Okay, so that was fantastic. I actually do like that ending cut sequence. Words are difficult for me, as we all know. And now I'm going to have to try and talk over a song as it plays, which is always really interesting to me. So yes, Virgil turned out to be trying to free humanity only to rule himself. Dante decided that his character growth was enough that he wanted to protect humans, and he no longer felt like being a dick. Then Virgil went away. Which is kind of a setup for a sequel, and what the expansion deals with a little bit. And in fact, before I talk about anything else, comment down below if you want me to play the expansion Virgil's Downfall. It goes a little bit further in the story, but is still mostly setting up for sequel bait, which this game may or may not get. The thing is, this game didn't actually sell well. In fact, I'm pretty sure it sold by all accounts pretty terribly, which is really unfortunate considering it is a very, very good game. As I say that, we see people staring at each other with their faces. I mean, I guess that's what you would stare at your face with, isn't it? But yeah, this game didn't sell well. It's kind of a tragedy because it is a very fun game. The plot isn't particularly good. I wouldn't go far as to say it's good, but it is entertaining, and it's a lot of fun to play. There are only a few gripes I have with it, which I guess I should go over now. That being that I really wish boss fights were a little bit less on the cinematic end of the scale. As we saw in that Virgil cutscene, basically Virgil cutscene, every time we took out a few of his HP bars, we got a cutscene, and I don't know. I'm just not that much of a fan of that kind of interruption in an action game. Maybe comment down below what you think about that. I prefer my bosses to not really do anything, or maybe only change phases when I'm taking their HP bar. And what I mean by that is no cutscene interruptions. Not that I don't want them to just stand there. No, I don't want them to just stand there. Words are really difficult, apparently, for this credit sequence. But yeah, that's the end of Devil May Cry. This was a very fun Let's Play for me. It was also, once again, a Let's Play that I learned a ton about, because I had to try and figure out how to approach each mission. I decided to completely redo my sound setup in the middle of it, which I believe made the game sound and the commentary sound a whole lot better. Comment down below if you agree with that. I think that's good. I think so. But yeah, as always, it is your comments, your likes, your subscriptions that keep me going and keep this fun. Without you guys, there would be no VGMKoren and no VGMKoren playing video games. Or you wouldn't get to see that guy on a skateboard giving us the finger as he skateboarded away. And that would be a tragedy. Can you imagine living life not having that? If you can't imagine that, you should like and subscribe below if you liked my videos. Self-plug, go! Oh god, I feel dirty after doing that. Really though, I really love it when I see people commenting and liking my videos. You guys are the best in the world. There's your compliment of the day. Just feel good about yourselves. It's fantastic to see people watching my videos, and I can't thank you enough for that. Now, as for the game itself, I guess, generally talking, I did really enjoy this game. I mean, I Let's Played it. When I originally played it, I immediately thought, once the 3-month rule is up, I'm going to Let's Play this game, because I just really enjoy it, and I enjoy the type of gameplay it brings to the table. The bosses, I think Bob Barbas is the best. It does have a few cutscenes, but for the most part, they're only phase cutscenes. You get to an end of a phase, and you get a cutscene, and that's a lot better to me than kind of what Virgil did at the end there, which was unfortunate. And yeah, if you really want the best Virgil boss fights, you should probably go play Devil May Cry 3. And I guess that brings me to the next point. Does this game stack up as a great Devil May Cry game? I think so, yes. And I may get mauled for that opinion, but hopefully after you've sat here and watched me play through it all, you can come to the same agreement. I still think 3 is the best in the series, but I have to say this gets my number 2 slot. It is fantastic. It's just fun to play. And that I can't say that about a lot of games. That says bad things about my taste in games. No, it's just fun to play. And I think it's better than Devil May Cry 4, 1, and definitely better than 2. Also, Dante had white hair at the end. So everyone who's gonna go and bitch about Dante not having white hair, stop it. Stop it. That was an obvious plot point from the very beginning of the previews when they showed that Dante had black hair. I mean, what did you think was going to happen? But hopefully none of you are like that. I believe in all of you. But yeah, if there's ever a sequel, I will definitely probably, there's that word again, play that game again. Or play that game too. But yeah, it looks like, wow, we're actually coming to the end of the credits here? Is that possible? I believe it is. I've just been talking, and talking, and talking. But yeah, this was a lot of fun, guys. I really appreciate all of you supporting me and watching me. It means the world to me. This game was fantastic. It had pretty much everything. It had a great art style. Didn't have a great story, but the one-liners were kind of fun. I just wish it took itself a little bit less seriously, and that would be the main thing that I would change between games. Game designers out there, if you're listening to me, VGMKoren, for some reason, make DmC more funny. More funny. I am the best critic ever. I thought we were at the end of the credits, which is why I was stalling for time, but it appears that we have, in fact, just more names, and I lied. Huh. Well then. I guess I'll just go back into long form. The music, well, it's standard for Devil May Cry. No complaints there, really. I can't think the last action game, actually, that had music that I really enjoyed, but it is good music. It's just not my type of music, if that makes sense to you. The combat system is fantastic. Still don't understand why there's no lock-on button, but you don't really need it. You can usually see who you're aiming at by the fact that you're usually shooting, grabbing, molesting, roping somebody, and then hitting people with swords, axes, scythes, everything aside from that. So yeah, now we're in song credits. I wonder if there'll be more people after song credits. Well, we'll only find out soon. My words are the best words today. Yeah, I appreciate it if you've been listening to me talk this long, because at this point, I'm kind of just babbling. It's a fun game. I'm thinking about doing the expansion as kind of bonus content. I might do a Let's Play or two before I come back and do that content, because towards the end of the game, I felt kind of like I was running out of things to say, and Virgil's content is kind of short, but it doesn't have a whole lot of variety. It's kind of interesting, actually. I really feel like I should probably just play it after talking about it this much, but hey, we'll get there, don't worry. It just may not be directly after I finish this. And yes, in fact, There are more names after we get through the song credits. I have no idea how they structured their credits. They also stopped doing videos like 5 or 6 minutes ago at this point. So the credit sequence was just cobbled together. I guess that's one thing we can come to the conclusion of. But yeah. Oh, and yes, this song will continue to play through the entire credit sequence. The entire thing. Which is kind of odd because most games go through all of their most epic music. Wait, is that the end? Is that the end of the... Yes, it is. Alright, mission complete. Style, S, which is bad. Time, 4 minutes and 14 seconds in a 21-minute video. Oh god. oh god. I didn't even realize that. So yes, a very, very cinematic game. Alright guys, that was fantastic. Let's see if there's any after screen for us. Yes, there is. Congratulations, you have completed Devil May Cry. New mode unlocked, Son of Sparta, with brand new remixed enemy setup and behaviors. Try this difficulty level next. New costume unlocked, White Hair Dante, for all the people who cried. Yes, that's right. Just like most Devil May Cries, the best part of the game can arguably, blah blah blah, nope, pretend I said that word, be taking on the harder difficulty modes, but we're not going to do that here. If you enjoyed this Let's Play, I highly recommend you pick up the game if you want to play it for yourself. And with that, we're back at the main menu. I hope everyone enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.